morning, all. In this great occasion, we would like to present our project entitled The Effect of Application of Tpack Strategy through Capcut Media on Digital Literacy and Creative Thinking Ability of Elementary School Students. First of all, let me introduce my team. I'm Iqbal, Sis Lutfi, and Sis Rofik. In this nice chance, I will talk about Abstract. The Tpack approach is an approach that was developed from the pedagogy content knowledge approach, which was first introduced by Schulman in 1986. As the name implies, Tpack is a learning approach by integrating technological and pedagogical developments to develop content in the world of education. One of the media that can be used to train students' creative thinking skill in accordance with the implementation of the Tpack approach is Capcut. Capcut is a video editing application. Many features are provided in the Capcut application that can be used to train the creative abilities of students. This application can be applied to create creative and innovative learning content according to student creativity. Introduction. We can see how complex teaching with technology can be, and that identifying the most effective and promising technology for use in the classroom remains a challenging task for many teachers. Teaching with technology, moreover, can feel like a race. It can often feel safer to teach with the familiar tools, be they pencil or books. Many teachers are intimidated by logistical challenge of managing individual student access to computer and the internet. Teachers increasingly find themselves called upon to help facilitate student or use of technology in order to help support digital citizenship, or because the technology has found its way to the classroom through district or school initiative. The Tpack framework suggests that technological should not be understood as isolated tools that can be layered on of exciting teaching practice, but rather that teacher should consider in integration of technology, pedagogy, and content knowledge in order to design highly effective learning experience for students. This book provides both practitioners and researchers a way to see inside the technological, pedagogical, and content area choice that teachers are making.
Research and methods. Data collection technique used in this study are literature review, literature study, and internet searching. The theory behind the TPACK framework is based on Schulman 1986 work describing the knowledge required from effective teaching. Schulman 1986 work provided a way to think about how general and specific forms of content and pedagogical knowledge were important to the act of teaching. The Tpack framework extended the works by Schulman by also considering the role of technology in teaching and how technology interacts in both simple and complex ways with content and pedagogy. There are three main bodies of knowledge in the Tpack framework: content knowledge, pedagogical knowledge, and technology knowledge. Additionally, the Tpack framework articulates how these three domains of knowledge interact with one another, as well as the way they might inhibit one another. Technological content knowledge describe the ways in which technologies and the content domain interact in ways that both impact and restrict one another. For example, reading and writing online are different than they are in traditional print, and effective literacy instruction requires an understanding of how new tools change and shape notion of literacy. Pedagogical content knowledge describes the ways a teacher interprets the content as both a learner and as a teacher, and acknowledges that the process of engaging with content for the purpose of teaching it fosters a particular kind of knowledge. This domain includes understanding of how to teach particular topics within the broader subject matter, typical learning trajectories and misconceptions, and ways of assessing understanding. Technological pedagogical knowledge is a teacher's knowledge of the ways in which both teaching and learning alters with the addition of technology, especially technologies that have been repurposed for educational use. This knowledge, for example, is demonstrated when a teacher structures online conversations differently than face-to-face discussion. Technological pedagogical content knowledge recognizes the deep understanding need to weave together pedagogical content and technology knowledge in a way that each interacts in productive ways with the others into an act of effective teaching.
Despite all the work done using the Tpack framework, however, these efforts have been somewhat limited in helping classroom teachers see and understand effective use of technology. Example of Tpack in action in actual classroom with actual students. These real-world examples serve as models to help teachers articulate the moves they make within the authentic context of the classroom that demonstrates their rich knowledge of how best to integrate technology. One way to begin to develop Tpack is to explore how the teachers technologically supported curriculum design. Our hope is that by walking through the cases that appeared in previous captures, you have begun to develop your own Tpack. Our research suggests that using the last taxonomies to design technologically enriched lesson, project, and unit during the planning process help teachers build their curriculum-specific technology integration knowledge. Hofer and Gannett 2012, Hofer and Harris 2010. Since the labs are organized by curriculum area and emphasize pedagogies connected uniquely with each discipline. Using the labs for instructional planning is a practical way of building Tpack. Developing Tpack occurs as part of your daily activities rather than being added to your already overbooked schedule. Also, because recommended educational technologies are listed for each of the learning activities in each curriculum area taxonomy, the LED's approach to instructional planning address content, pedagogy, and technology integration in a balanced and authentic way. Conclusion: teaching with technology is constantly evolving even as our knowledge of effective teaching on content changes. The Tpack framework remains important despite these changes, precisely because it transcends specific content areas, pedagogies, and technologies to describe a broader approach to the question of effective teaching with technology. By itself, however, the framework might appear overly abstract and theoretical. Tpack cases provide an opportunity for teachers and researchers to engage with richly contextualized moments of teaching with technology, providing opportunities for a nuanced engagement with the framework. The case studies themselves might serve as point of entry for those seeking to develop Tpack, or might function as examples of reflective practice. And finally, they can serve as points of inspiration to all the teachers who are seeking to improve their teaching.
Thanks a million for your attention. I do hope you can take some advantages from this presentation. Feel free to text me if you have any suggestions or critics. It is nice to be able to meet you all and see you. Bye bye.